Is there any institution more important than FIU to this community? Hard to think of one at the very core of what this community is going to be in terms of investment for the future, in terms of linkage with the community, in terms of the skills that we need to compete in this community, in this state, this country.
FIU has meant to me a great education, preparing me for the workplace. It's meant a valuable investment that keeps growing in value. It's like a stock certificate. My diploma just continues to get more valuable.
Life is a journey. Because of FIU and because of I won a fellowship to the Organization of American States in Buenos Aires, I met my wife.
FIU provided me with the tools to compete in an increasingly competitive world. I don't believe that I would have been able to avail myself of the many opportunities I've had in my life were it not for Florida International University, whether it be my opportunity serving in the U.S. State Department, working in Washington and Geneva, or whether it be running for public office, or maybe even achieving higher education. I don't think any of those would have been possible were it not for having an institution like Florida International University in our community.
FIU meant a lot to me. When I was there, I was flabbergasted by the diversity of the student body. When I left Miami-Dade Community College to go there, I was very anxious. And then I was so surprised to be invited to a wine and cheese party, to begin, the school year. And there, I met students from all over the world. And then some of them, surprisingly, are still friends of mine today. So at FIU, I was able to make lifetime friends.
FIU is where I'll say that really my life began, helping me pursue my professional goals. It's helped me to become the person that I am today because of the education that I received at FIU.
I think the most surprising thing for me is the amount of on-hands care that we get. I walked in to the office when I first moved down here and everybody already knew me. I hadn't spoken with anybody, so they knew me from the interview and from being so familiar with my application package.
I fell in love with the people, the staff, the students, and just the small feeling of FIU, but in the large setting that it is. And I realized there was no place I could ever consider going to school.
The day I received my diploma, that I walked down that aisle, I never have seen my mother, my daughter, and my husband happier. Especially my mom, her face is embedded in my brain of the joy and the pride that I was graduating, especially in my master's. It's unforgettable. It's a moment that I will treasure forever.
You have to look around and say, wow, I get a quality education and honestly some of the most beautiful facilities you can see anywhere in the state. At some point I don't want to leave because I don't want to miss anything.
This is an institution that has had such a major and significant impact on my life, and I feel very strongly, not talking about my employer now, but talking about my alma mater, okay? I feel very strongly about my alma mater. I mean, my Panther pride, I don't know if anybody's, is deeper and stronger.
What FIU epitomizes to me is energy. FIU won't be denied. I think that's how I can align myself with the university. When we wanted a College of Law, we sought a College of Law, and eventually we got a College of Law. Same thing with medicine, Division I football. I just love the never say die attitude and could always be a part of that.
Some time ago, I had a student who was having some issues in the dorms. I met with him. Unfortunately, he was arrested, but I always mentioned to him how important it was to stay the course, to learn from that process. A few months after that, I was working commencement, as I often do, and I felt someone tap me in the back. And when I turned around, I saw the same student in his cap and gown with his diploma on his hand. And he said to me, "Officer, thank you for the lesson that you taught me. It completely changed my life." And that was 17 years ago. And to this day, I never forget it.
I think what FIU has that is special is that sense of community. And there are just so many memories that you have growing up in the FIU community and the FIU family. Be it Rush when you join a sorority in the fall, be it sitting around in Gracie's Grill and spending some time with classmates in between classes.
As I look at my 30 year and reflect on that, I just feel so lucky, so fortunate. Sometimes I pinch myself, did this really happen? Because I was able to be part of a team, what I call it history makers, trailblazer, pioneers. And I think the trajectory that when I came, we were nothing, then we became good, then we became great, graded. Now we're going to dream for greatness and hopefully eminence. And not only in this community, in the United States, globally. And I tell you, I'm excited. I wish I could have another 30 years.